Alright, hello, Internet Tomato here again. There are some slight changes, again, from before, still trying to figure this out. First of all, I did decide to make the swim all the way out there to see if there's stuff, because I told you there wasn't, but there is. There is a chest there, as well as a sword that you can pick up. It's not a very good sword, but the chest had gold and wine again, like the others. Anyway, in the last episode, all that happened is that I completed the second half of the prologue. I have decided that I'm not going to be talking to people unless it's necessary for the story or for some sort of a quest line. So I will likely skip dialogue if I have to talk to them, because it will take a long time to get through. Although I like the lore and the story, I don't want to force it upon you, because that'll be a very long episode then. But
I told you to get some rest. The journey ahead won't be pleasant. The sea is angry today.
alright, I rested. Let's set sail.
You have decided to trust Caradoc, at least for now. You have embarked on your journey towards the Horns of the South. But as soon as you found yourselves at sea, black clouds gathered over your heads, like tangible proof that there must be some curse on you. Soon the wind was howling, and the gargantuan waves were towering over you. You found yourselves in the heart of a storm. The only thing you remember is the deafening roar of cracking wood, and then darkness.
Alright. So we made it to Avalon, the shores of the Horns of the South. Seems a little bit late already, which is kind of a concern in this game. If you've ever played Risen, the start is very similar to that, where you just land on a beach, have to find some stuff, and go on. There's the Forlorn Swords, which is coming out in the next update. We'll eventually be able to get there, but we will definitely not see it for quite some time. I as well am a little bit in the dark about it. There's stuff all over the ground. I'll probably pick it up if I see it. There's also crabs that scurry around that you can like punch or hit with some sort of a weapon. And if you do, hit a crab. Oh, I guess they both got hit. I'll pick up this stuff. I'm not going to do crab hunting. That's me pretty dull. As you see, Conquer didn't quite make it. Poor guy. He gives us another spell. And take all this stuff. I think that this is... it's actually not that useful, but I think I'll wear it anyway. An apple. Okay. Right, we've grabbed a fair bit of stuff. Syria is not found. I don't know what happened to her, and we will find out, I'm sure, eventually. But, okay. Let's get going. You can see way in the distance, I'll zoom in, but it doesn't zoom very far, that lighthouse there. That is the Horns of the South, so I have to get there. That's my current quest. The pin of Caradoc that Caradoc gave us should grant me safe passage to the Horns of the South. And also here's the mini-map. I think that this is their second iteration, but they're going to do another one eventually. So right, I just have to get there. And yeah, there's a lot of people here with lots of quests. I'm probably going to get there in this video. I might explore part of the beach as well. We will see how things go. The journey isn't too bad. On the mini-map at the top there, you do see a few symbols. So first of all, the exclamation point to the west, that is the quest, as you can imagine. Over here, there's that red person-like symbol. That indicates that it's an enemy, which you can kind of see hovering over a dead body over there. And I don't know what that is. I think that that's supposed to be an onion. There's a cooking pot, so I know where it is. So I'm going to try to sneak over here and kill this thing. And it is called a corpse eater. Oh, I missed. Alright. They kind of look like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings, if you get close enough. We'll grab his stuff. Oh yeah, that worn silk hat. Is this better? Kinda. I'll wear it. That's better than nothing. And I will keep the nobleman's boots on. I am medium right now, which is not good. I am tempted to take some stuff off because it's just so heavy. Yeah, I'll just do that. That should be fine. Alright. I prefer to be light, as that gives me enough advantages. Something that I do like about this game is that whatever clothes you wear will dictate what your person looks like. So, as you can see currently with my bow, my hands are out. If I switch this to the gloves, I now have gloves on. So I do like that about this game. It's just like another detail. How do I take it off again? Unequip. Alright. You also see at the top there 2 new symbols. For one, you see the red paw. That's an animal. It could be a bear, a wolf, a deer, something like that. This I know is a wolf. And there's a question mark that if I get near, will be a point of interest. I may as well hunt these wolves. They always travel in packs of, I believe, 2. There might be a pack of 3, but they're very large, by the way. Very large dogs. Oh, this is an iron arrow. Probably shouldn't have fired that, but... Alright, so I'm out of ammo, which is concerning. I will have to find some at some point. I think I will go through these ruins and grab some stuff. In this game, especially at a high level, it is rather difficult to progress at... Oh, a bunch of arrows. Perfect. But it is rather difficult to progress at the beginning, because the first quest that you're sent on is very difficult for a level 1 or level 2 character. So I'm going to try to be very slow, get experience, level up, get some new items, and so on. I will explore that area maybe this episode, maybe the next one, as I'm currently going to be exploring before I do any of the side quests. Over here are some undead. They're not bothering anybody, so I'll just leave them be, unless they come at me. But this here is Blood Lake, as you saw, which I'll look above. There's a story to it, as you can imagine. Very cool, though. Very cool scenery. And also, as you can tell from this gate, it's pretty worn down. This gate, this wall, is no longer owned by the local authorities. And here's another corpse eater. Bugging out a little bit. I'll just fire to get his attention at this point. There we go. Grab his stuff. I don't believe that you can pick up arrows after you fire them. Oh, and now we have a fast travel point here at Eastgate. So, this is used for fast travel. If you've played RPG games like this before, there will be points all around the map in which you can travel from this point to another. Fast travel is pretty easy to do currently. I have a feeling they're going to make it a little bit more difficult in the future, but I do not know for sure. Alright. You can see the tower in the distance. I'm going to intentionally stay to the left here because you can see a guy barely at the tip of that point there. There are some bandits that I'd like to avoid, at least for a minute. There's a deer. May as well kill it if I can. Yep. Okay, deer stuff. I'm gonna kill this guy just so you can get a view of the area. Well, these two guys, I guess. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Sorry, guys. I'm still pressing the wrong button. I probably need to switch the controls. I'm gonna run back. There. These guys are pretty slow. Actually, I'm gonna test something while they're following me. They usually go back to their zone, but there is a guy over here. I'm curious if he's going to engage them. Oh, that guy went back. Okay. I don't mind. So I guess that they will just stop before they reach any civilian. But there is a guard of the horns that was over there. That's a lot of lag. Okay. There we go. Spot to dig here. I know it looked like I was almost dead, but I was okay. I kind of knew what I was doing, but I probably shouldn't have too much hubris, or else I will die. Okay, let's lockpick this. And then I'll show you the scenery. Alright, coins, mead, lockpicks, and a mace. So this is the area. I might go over there later. The ogre that I think I've mentioned before is all the way in the distance over there. I'm not going to kill him now. He's susceptible to something like burning. He does not like that. But yeah, I'm not going to fight him for now. Alright, I picked up some stuff. I'm going to see what that mace is like. 11 to 15. What does this one do? Okay. Well, sword or mace and shield is probably better right now. But alright, let's continue with the quest. I'll probably talk to the person who owns or leads this place in a moment. Very pretty. It's about to be nightfall, so things will get dangerous if it does hit nightfall. And another fast travel spot. Hello, Ordrin, I think? Oh, Odrin, yeah. Hello?
Stay away from...
Get up, soldier, the enemy's coming.
Whoa, what's happening? In the name of the All Mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
I'm a traveler. I was told I'd find safe haven in the Horns.
But we don't just let anybody in, pal. You need to have, things, proof. Things to prove you're safe. For Haven. Yeah.
Hmm. I have a pin. I was told I'd find safe haven here in the Horns.
Oh, this pin, I can't say I see it very clearly right now. But it looks important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about this. These, emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. oh, you are a great friend to our home. Welcome. Please speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things round here in the captain's absence. He'll greet, thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Alright, already level 3. I do like some of the voice actors. Odrin is funny. There are, well, first of all, yeah, take a gander at the view, but there are many keepers here. And keepers are essentially like the sheriffs of this area, the police, the government. They're charged with taking care of the Horns of the South. I believe almost all of them are named, and almost all of them have a quest. So I don't know the exact number, but I think there's like a dozen, something like that, maybe close to 15. I think there's like 5 or 6 on the wall, and then there's like 3 that meander down here, and then like 5 up on the higher level. It's something like that. But anyway, this did get a little bit of a rework already. So it was a little bit more rough before, specifically the character models, but it has gotten better, even on medium quality. I think it still captures the essence, but there's the lighthouse. Very cool. And this is Excalibur. Very cool. Right, my task currently is to grab Excalibur. I could technically try, but I'll let you see what happens if I interact. I take damage, as you see at the bottom left there. My health went down. Excalibur is very painful. You cannot wield it unless you want to take a bunch of damage. I need to take out... Man, I'm about out of potions. I need to make some. Let's talk to Fergus. Something that I will mention... Well, 2 things. First of all, this is my stash that I can now use. I can dump stuff in here if I would like. I might do it at some point. I'm probably going to do inventory management, selling and buying off screen if I can. Another thing that's interesting about this game is that all these things, right, it says steel. Well, if I can find something else, well, okay, I'll just go in here. It says steel, like for the leather, the fish, blueberries, tomatoes, whatever. After you talk to Fergus, currently, at least last time I played, it changes it that it is now all lootable. So everything in this camp is lootable after talking to Fergus. I don't like stealing from them because it feels cheap and it makes it a lot easier. I can just get a lot of money real quick and get a lot of equipment and stuff like that. But anyway, I'll talk to this guy. We'll see what's going on.
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests. You don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
Yes, he was pretty drunk.
Most unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the Horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know that I'm the quartermaster here. Now, state your business, and please try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
Alright, I got this pin from a friend. I assume you know what it means.
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And this makes me wonder, what happened to your friend?
We got shipwrecked, but he could have made it.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with someone well above my pay grade. And that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. And let me guess. If you have friends among the knights, then you'll be wanting to talk to the captain, right? Well, that ain't happening anytime soon.
Why?
Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters? There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there? Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Alright. It's a new task, or new quest. Fear just wants me to prove myself before I can speak to the captain. So what'll it take?
First of all, you have to prove yourself trustworthy and capable. I can't let just anyone into the captain's quarters. He's a very busy man, you see. I don't want to waste his time.
Alright, so this is the shack I had mentioned before. Sometimes it's a question mark, but generally it'll be like strength 5, 8, 11, as I had said. In which case, if you have it, then you succeed. If you don't, then you can't even pick the option. Occasionally it's a question mark, which you can just try. I'm not going to. He's not going to accept my money. I'll just say fine.
We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it. Seems like the problem lies in the old cemetery. As far as I know, the fog hasn't reached it yet. You could go there and find out what's happening.
Alright, I'll do it.
Good. Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
Alright, I found a piece of metal with an inscription. Do you know what it is?
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking on that. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they're sworn to stay here till the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Alright, got some more experience. Got 100 gold. That's pretty good. And more tasks. Alright, so I mentioned before that that it starts difficult. This quest, at least for me, is rather difficult without being very cheesy. I don't want to be too cheesy, so I'm just going to level up normally a little bit before going to this point. The best way to level up is to do some tasks, or other quests, some side quests, which most of the keepers have. It is getting late, so many of them will go to bed. There is a day-night cycle, but first I'm going to talk to this guy. I'm going to probably go around a little bit. I'm going to skip dialogue that's unimportant, though.
Blessings upon you.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to see what he has to
Certainly.
offer. I'm going to sell just some of my junk. I wanted to see the price here. So I picked this up and it said $12, and I can sell it for $3. So now I know that it's about a fourth of the price. So I'm going to sell all my trash to this fellow. There are a ton of lockpicks. They give you an absurd amount of these. I'll just sell half of them. Not all too important. You are also able to sell these recipes if you've already read them, and you will just recall them. You can also sell the readables, but I'm going to hold on at the moment.
May Kai's word always guide you.
Yes. Alright. Oh, it looks like it's Weird Night. Okay, I'm going to throw in all my readables, just so I don't have to carry it. I have to click them all. Too bad there's not like a put all in button or something. Okay. Then I'm going to go outside. If the Weird Night has not started, then I will probably explore a little bit and show you in a bit what it looks like. It looks like it's very close to that time. I'm also going to go over here. Yeah, some people have already gone in for the night, so there's some arrows. I can't see them, but I know they well, some of them I can't see, but I know that they exist. Originally, they were a little bit easier to see. Alright. Is it weirdness? No. I can tell because when there is weirdness out, there will be a bubble that's like a purplish black that encompasses this entire area. Everything outside that bubble is enveloped in weirdness, and it can get pretty bad, which I might show you. I don't want to go to anything important when that happens, but for now I'm just going to explore a little bit. Let you see a little bit more of the island. The fog is coming in. Fish, crab. Sometimes, there is a box here. Occasionally the stuff in here is insanely good, but this time it's just a fair bit of gold and fairy mush. That's great. I'm gonna head back. Alright. Alright, I think I will, trying to remember where bed spots are for sleeping. I can't really recall it. I'll just kill this guy. There we go. I don't have too many arrows. I'm going to have to craft some. But I could go on that side. It's a little bit easier to start out, in my view. So I think I'm going to do so. Alright. Currently, this bridge is overtaken by bandits. I don't know if I've mentioned it already, but they are all along there. All the way down here, they don't pay me any mind. Blueberries. Fuel. And the weirdness is setting in. Alright, I might have to go back if this gets bad. Berries. Cool. Because this could get pretty rough. Okay. I just want to go to one spot in particular, though. You will be able to tell if it's a weird night based on what is about to happen. There are generally two people over here.
Look what you've done, you fool. It's always the same with you. Beat them up first, ask questions later, damn it. And now we have no gold, no nothing, just a pile of old stones and a dead body.
No, come off it. Let's just take what he had and let's get out of here.
Alright, the weird night just set in, so I guess you both heard them talk and now you'll experience this. During the night, enemies can become much stronger, so beware, because you can never know what will happen once they transform. However, they will also start dropping ethereal cobweb and unidentified items. You'll be able to identify them at your bonfire after you fuel it with ethereal cobweb.
What he didn't have shut. A piece of iron and a slip of paper. You can't even wipe your ass.
Okay, they just transformed. You could hear it. I'm sorry that you were unable to see it. but their eyes are now glowing kind of like a blue. They look different. They are significantly stronger right now. I would not be shocked if one hit from him could kill me, because he has a broadsword. So I'm going to be very careful. Alright, one down. Alright, so we get unidentified items, the ethereal cobweb, and then all this other stuff is what he typically has on him. So I'll grab the onion, because it's free. And that guy as well. Be nice if I can get a sneak attack on him. You can tell you can get it when your character switches stances like that. Oof, that was a big hit. I don't like that. Eating some veggies. Good. Alright, that wasn't too bad. We'll pick up this stuff. By the way, that noise that you just heard, the doom 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 doom, that usually means that the combat is over, but that has happened when a combat begins. I don't know why. So when I hear that, I immediately look around and check if I'm about to be attacked. More nobleman's boots and a letter to Helios. Yeah. I will say a couple arrows here. It's very useful. I need that wood cutting axe for the future. This here is a shrine. It is an All-Mother shrine. In this game currently, I was told what it requires to make an offering. I believe it was by that letter, if memory serves. You need to have a certain amount of stuff in order to make an offering, in which case she's going to give you a spell, I believe, and that's it. In the future, it sounds like there's going to be 3 or 4 different kinds of shrines, if you include this one, or like this All-Mother kind of shrine, in which they'll do very different things, whether giving you exceptional loot or some sort of experience. For her, this is a one-time thing. I'll see if I have this stuff. I did. So it costs sage, rose, and feathers. And I got... yeah. Now I have a healing spell, which I like a lot to have. Free healing. Does it take both hands? It does. The only problem is that, right, it does take both hands. So after a fight, I can just switch to this and heal, so that I don't have to consume anything. I can sleep here. I might do that, but I think I'm going to show you one more thing before, and then sleep at the Horns. I will explore this area later, probably in the next episode. I might come down here from the Horns and go there. I'm not positive, but I'm going to get out of here and go home. For a couple of reasons. For one, I believe there are these wandering creatures. Very beautiful, even though creepy. There are these wandering creatures that sometimes are out in the weirdness. It is going to be more common in the update, but currently it's just a couple of spirits or like wisps, wisp-like things. And there they are. They are very deadly. Okay, they saw me. I think. I guess not. I thought that was the noise. But they're very deadly. They're very fast. So I'm going to get out of here. And this is the bubble that I mentioned. So while you're out here, you're affected by the weirdness, and it's dangerous to sleep outside. As soon as you enter, you are now safe. This is the safe zone. Those weird spirit wisp things can't get at you. And yeah, it's just normal nighttime in here. And you can just stay inside. I'm going to do one thing before I end the episode. And that is, I'm going to show you a little bit of the crafting. Which is over there. But first, here, this is a replenishing lumbering spot. that you can take a woodcutter's axe and chop these. So you kind of want to go here about every day, and then you'll be able to get a bunch of wood logs that are particularly useful. There's another woodcutting axe for making arrows. As you can see, this is the only guy outside right now. Everyone else is asleep. He has a unique story as to why. Maybe we'll get to it later. But before then, I'm going to use this grindstone to show you the last bit of handcrafting. So arrows, there are multiple ways to make arrows. I believe there's 2. But you can use it from broken arrows and wood, or you can use it from, I believe it's iron ore and wood, but you need the recipe for it. So I'm going to make as much of these as possible because I need arrows, and I made a ton, and now I have 75. So I feel good with that number, a lot more safe. Also, I will check. Yeah, and now as you can see, it no longer says steal. I can just take everything from this place. I can take it from anywhere. There is one box, I believe, over here. By the way, this is a generic guard. But there's one box here, I believe, that technically you still steal from, but everything else, you can just loot. Yeah, right here. And there's a reason for it, but, well, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to go over here. I'll show you the barracks. This is where you sleep at night here, in one of the empty beds. And after sleeping, you will rest. So we'll do that. Accept. And now I'll end the episode there. I'll probably explore by the beach and probably talk to a couple guys for some quests. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope it went well. And yeah, feel free to like and subscribe if you'd like. So, bye-bye.